Latinos Out Loud podcast. Latinos, 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 Latinos. Yeah, that's what this is. Latinos Out Loud.
Hello, Heleros. It's your girl, Rachel La Loca. This is Latinos Out Loud. You know I bring you the flavor in your ear, okay? There's such flavor in your ear coming. You know this flavor from the screen right now because he's on Scrubs, one of the best shows on television. Like, can I just say that? Is that okay to say? Like, it's just like one of the comedy classics out there right now that's so entertaining. Please put your hands together and your lighters up for Michael James Scott in the building right now.
Yes, yes, honey, yes. Come on,
Come on. I said, come on.
come on,
Come on. Would you just come on?
come
Hi.
on, honey.
Come on
Hi.
now. Come on this show. Hi.
Yes.
It's really nice to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be here. Come, I'm like, let's go. I'm in.
How often do you get a real genie on your show? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't happen often. Anyway, littles, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Michael James Scott has played the genie from Aladdin on Broadway, y'all. So, like, you know the energy off the bat. Imagine it on Scrubs. Congratulations on Scrubs, my
Thank
friend.
you. Thank you. It's an honor to be a part of such an iconic show. I'm still pinching myself that I get to say that a part of the extraordinary company of Scrubs, and it's amazing, amazing, the TV iconic Scrubs that it is. So it really is such a blessing and a gift.
So you're friends with X, right? We all like X Mayo. I know she couldn't make it today, but she's been on this show before. I have so many things to say about her, but your combination, let's discuss.
Listen, ex Mayo, as you all know, Miss Thing lives like I love me some ex Mayo. It has been so ridiculously fun to get to play opposite, and we are just we're having a ball together. She has become my sister from another mister, and I'm obsessed. And we get to play. Like it's such a dream getting to work with someone who is so talented like she is, and we just clicked. So it just is like you pray for that kind of connection, and it has worked. And I'm so honored and so grateful that Scrubs brought us together.
Scrubs brought you together, but you bring the gossip, which is so fun for us, the viewer, because who doesn't want the bochinche? Michael James Scott, like we want the bochinche. You guys are like for sure there to bring it. Now you've become the sources of the Sacred Heart bochinche. So how does that feel? There's no pressure, but we need the juice. We need the tea.
Listen, say it again for me because I'm gonna say both changing.
The I love you. So, us Caribbeans, I don't know about all
Yes.
the other Latinos across the world. Gossip is bochinche. Bochinche.
Bo Bochinche.
You got
Bochinche.
somebody
Honey.
make him an honorary Latino card right now, because that was
Okay.
perfect.
Well, listen, I'm all about it, and in life, and obviously on the Scrubs. Listen, you gotta have the gossip of it all, and in a hospital when there's so much that's going on, but in the midst of it, there's tea to be spilled, there's tea that's to be had. It's like a little city, obviously, in a hospital. So at the center of the city we got to know what's going on. Okay, so we are in it. It is so fun to actually be, being one of the characters that gets that because, as you see a lot of our scenes, what happens? Well, all of a sudden you'll just see us kind of roll in. And we're kind of
Mhm.
listening, like what's going on, and we hold that information, and then we kiki about it. But what's fun about that is like, that's real. It's so like it's really real, but it's all out of love, and it's also like it's in our culture. You know what I mean? Like
In our culture.
it's in our culture, like, and it's just like it's a part of it, and it's a part of what who we are. So we're like, we gotta get in the tea, honey.
But something about that kind of character, and correct me if I'm wrong, is comedic timing is crucial. That's CTC, that timing crucial. I just love acronyms, but we don't have to go there. Like your timing, you and X, I I always like challenge myself as a comedian myself. Like, I wonder what's improv and what's not. Because everything comes across as so authentic that, like, okay, the line delivery has the perfect comedic timing because it's like da 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 blah, like da 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 blah, like y'all are there.
Yes, yes. No, Rachel, that is so, and I love that you're bringing this up because there is a very specific style with Scrubs, and like, and that was one of the things coming into it that I was very aware of to make you, because you obviously you're bringing you into it, but you also fit into the world, and this is the world that they have created that has been this foundation has been laid down, and it is it is iconic, right? So there's a real specific style that goes into that comedy. And when we auditioned, X and I auditioned. Yes, we did not know each other before. Most people think we knew each other before, but we
You
were
would
put
think that with the
together.
chemistry that you like grew up together.
I'm so grateful that it feels like that, but it does feel like we've known each other for so long. When we first met in person, like we literally felt like we've known each other, and that's my sister from another mister. Truly, like we've known. It's like we feel like we've known each other, but it is a very specific, that style of comedy is very important. And so the comedic timing of it all is real, and it's specific, and it is like a punch. It's also like it's not broad. It's very like direct and specific, and subtle, right? And so like when you've watched the old episodes of Scrubs, like seeing where it comes from, like that's what's so brilliant about it to me is how brilliantly subtle but yet specific, and like punch, like the
Impactful.
punch that, yes, that it
That
comes
comedy
at you.
punch will get you. You
Yes,
better be
yes.
ready for it. And it's quick, but it's so perfect. I've watched 2 episodes so far. Thank you, Disney, for supplying. And I'm just cracking up. Like, there's these stories. There's like, your A story, but you and X add this like if it were a Dominican cake, you'd be the supiro or the frosting on the Dominican cake that makes the Dominican
Yes,
cake so
honey.
sweet. Okay. I'm teaching you mad words today. So supiro. Say it with me, Michael James Scott. Supiro.
Supido.
Supiro, that's
Supido.
it. Supiro's the creamy stuff on a Dominican cake. Okay,
Ooh.
speaking of cake, so you kind of went, I don't know where I'm gonna make a connection speaking of cake, but I can just say that it must have been a sweet transition from stage to television. So can you talk to
Mm.
us a little bit about that from being Jeannie, who is like all in your background? Those of you listening right now, I wish
Oh,
you could see what I'm looking at right now. Um, a
I'm
very
in my dressing room. I'm in my Broadway dressing room right
I
now,
love it. Oh my
currently.
God. He is like in between shows, y'all. Thank you for taking the time.
Of
Like,
course, of course.
so talk about that transition. So not only is it a transition, it's a modulation. You got to modulate back and forth.
Yes, I think what's interesting, and what's been like, I think one of the challenging things is like, the genie, is very boisterously big, and like the energy is like boom right in your face, right? Is bringing that energy and combining it, and really like making it,
Mm.
still bringing that energy that is Michael James Scott, and especially like that sort of genie thing, to a screen, where the style of comedy is a smaller thing, and like how to make that specific, and really work. And what's been brilliant is like, Zach Barath, Donald Faison, Sarah Chalk, like watching them work is, it's a masterclass, truly. And watching,
Oh,
and PS, they had like been so helpful. Like, you know what I mean? Like they would be like, like pointers and things like that, right? Like Zach will give you, it's like amazing when he'll just be like, giving you a pointer, and that, like, that is such a beautiful thing to be able to have that little bit of knowledge, because these are people who have been in this, and they've been doing this show. I mean,
bet.
they were doing it
Yeah.
back in the day, and for many seasons, and what works, right? So to watch them and learn from them and take their advice, has been such an honor, and I'm just grateful that it's like they're really looking out for us as well. They've welcomed us into the family, and they're also like looking out for us, but they're also wanting us to bring us. So that has been such a cool thing. And then PS, then we're learning from Judy Reyes as
Of
well.
course,
The
we love her.
iconic.
We
the
love her
icon that
here.
is Judy Reyes, as
Yes.
we all know,
La
and the
Reina, the
original,
queen.
yes, honey, yes,
Mhm.
the queen, learning from her and learning the nurse of it all, like the OG nurse of it all, and like that has been a real blessing, really, to learn and really figure out how to bring you into it because you were put there for a reason, and to really sit in that and like go right. So that has been a real wonderful blessing, and I'm loving the change as an actor to figure out how to bring that big boisterous thing, into a more controlled, specific, subtle way and make it work.
Would you say that you're more focused now in your career than you have been in years past because of this diverse repertoire of yours right now?
I think I've, for so long, so many people have been like, why aren't you like, you should be doing TV, you should be doing, like that has been like a thing, and I think Scrubs really like gave me that bug of like, especially because it's a comedy, and like we need comedy right now, we need feel
Woo!
good, we need that in our world.
Yes.
And Scrubs, I'm so honored to be able to be a part of that because Scrubs is bringing that literally every week, right? So I think yes, like in this moment in my career, this moment in my life, in this moment where I'm sitting in the world, I am focused on that. I am focused on the TV of it all, and specifically like that comedic television that is that iconic Scrubs thing.
You're killing it. I just gotta say, hope you tell yourself that in the mirror every day in your dressing
Oh,
room, okay? Now, I hope I time for one last question. Like,
yes, yes.
what do you love most about Nurse Francois Dubois? Which I could like hear that name all day. It's so perfect. What do you
Oh
love
my.
most about this nurse?
You know what I love? I love that, yes, he is sassy and he is, he's tough love, and he runs a tight ship like with Nurse Raymond, with Miss X May, we running a tight ship. But what I love is that at the root and at the heart, it's love. There is a it's the love. And there it's because he really cares about what he's doing and what he's doing there. I also love the fact that I am, as an actor playing what I think is a community that really should be celebrated and celebrated all the time. Nurses, that is such an honor to get to play and be a part of that and represent what the celebration of nurses and what they bring to a hospital, what they bring to patients, what they bring to with doctors, like all of that. Like it's so important. So I love that. That's my favorite thing about Nurse Francois Dubois.
I love that so much. It made me think of so many nurses that have impacted my life. I have two kids. There was one nurse that when I saw that C-section, like the needle, the epidural before I went in to do my C-section, I was like, that ain't going in my back. No, that's not a needle. That's like an IV or like tube that would go into like a whale. That's not going in my back. And this nurse, she held my hand. She's like, "Do you want to put your head into my stomach?" Like, and I'm like, "Yes." So shout out to the nurse from Lenox Hill Hospital who literally held my hand and my head when I got that big needle. And shout out to all the nurses out there. Shout out to you, Michael James Scott. Congratulations on Nurse
Oh.
Francois Dubois. I just want to say it all day. It's such a funny name. You, Eloeleros, I need you to watch Scrubs. We need to support X Mayo, former guest of the show. I came up with X in our classes at Upright Citizens Brigade. I am
Yes.
so proud. I knew she was something special. I'd see her in the hallways, just mobilizing all the black and brown people. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow her. Like she's a
Yeah.
leader that I want to like network with and grow with. And I'm just so proud of her. And I'm happy that you guys find each other and your chemistry on set. Scrubs is on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on ABC. That's Pacific time.
Yes.
And it streams the very next day on Hulu. Let's support Michael James Scott. Let's support this show. Congrats. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Keep watching. There's a lot that's happening with Nurse Raymond and Francois Dubois coming up. There's lots of little
Uh-oh.
things. Lots of fun
Teasers.
little. Yes, honey, there's fun little things happening. So it's I'm so excited. Keep watching. The show is I'm so honored to be a part of it. And we are so grateful for all of the amazing like true the energy back from everyone watching has been so awesome. So I'm like, let's go, y'all. Come on, feel good. It's
Come on,
Scrubs. Let's go.
bring the bochinche. Can we hear you say it one more time before we go? Bochinche.
Bringing up Bochinche, honey.
You heard? On that note, we out.
The Latinos Out Loud podcast.